Audi, BMW, Mercedes. These are the popular brands people reflexively when looking for a luxury sedan. But what if you find them to be a bit boring or complacent? That's where the 2018 Alfa Romeo Giulia comes in. This luxury sedan newcomer isn't well known, but once you see it, it's hard to ignore. On the outside, the Giulia looks like nothing else on the road thanks to its taut styling and classic Alfa Romeo grille. The beauty is more than skin deep, too. The underlying hardware is competitive, with the base Giulia and Giulia T receiving a lively 280 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder engine driving the rear wheels through a quick-shifting 8-speed automatic transmission. It's the top-of-the-line Giulia Quadrifoglio trim, however, that truly makes its presence known by aggressively gunning for top performance honors of the class. It comes outfitted with a powerful Ferrari-developed turbocharged V6 engine, weight-saving carbon fiber, articulating aerodynamics, and a whole host of other speed-enhancing features to win over the hearts and wallets of performance fans. That said, the Giulia has its work cut out for it. Alfa's dealer network is small, and the jury is still out regarding the model's reliability. But if you're looking for a small luxury sedan that brings some passion to the segment, the Giulia could very well be your car. What's new? For 2018, Alfa has revised some of the Giulia's options packages and created some additional trim-level names. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity is now available this year. The turbo 2.0-liter engine in the Giulia and T models packs some punch, but the model we'd recommend getting is the top-shelf Quadrifoglio since the Giulia prioritizes performance so much. Consider the Driver Assistance Dynamic Plus package if you want the latest in advanced driver safety aids, such as forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking. We've found the standard Brembo brakes and heated sport seats more than adequate, so there's little reason to get the pricey carbon ceramic brakes and less adjustable and non-heated Sparco racing seats. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Giulia comes in 6 trims. The entry-level Giulia and Giulia Sport, the mid-tier T, T-Sport and T-Lusso, and the high-performance Quadrifoglio. The Giulia and T models come with a nice amount of standard equipment and are powered by a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine 280 horsepower, 306 pound-feet that puts its power to the rear wheels through an 8-speed automatic transmission. All-wheel drive is also available for all 2.0-liter cars. The Quadrifoglio demonstrates the full potential of the car, including a Ferrari-driven turbocharged 2.9-liter V6 engine 505 horsepower, 443 lb-ft. Some of the key standard exterior features on the base Giulia include 17-inch alloy wheels with all-season tires, Brembo brakes, xenon headlights, automatic wipers, rear parking sensors and a rear-view camera. Inside, you'll find remote keyless ignition and entry, leather upholstery, power-adjustable front seats, dual-zone climate control, adjustable drive models, a driver information display, Bluetooth, a 6.5-inch central display, voice commands, 3 USB ports and an 8-speaker audio system. This year Alfa Romeo introduces the Giulia Sport trim, which is essentially the Sport package from the previous year. The Sport trim adds unique front and rear fasces, 18-inch wheels, gloss black window trim and painted brake calipers. The Sport interior package is still an option that includes aluminum trim, huge column-mounted aluminum paddle shifters, a leather steering wheel and sport pedals. If you're looking to upgrade the infotainment system for either of the above trims, the navigation package includes an 8.8-inch central infotainment display, navigation, a rotary controller and satellite radio. A complement to this would be the newly available 14-speaker Harman Kardon premium audio system. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity is a standalone option on all trims. A cold weather package is specific to the Giulia and Giulia Sport models, and adds heated seats, a heated steering wheel and heated washer nozzles. There are 2 levels of active driving assist packages. The driver assistance static package includes front parking sensors, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert and auto-dimming exterior mirrors. The driver assistance dynamic plus package adds adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, automatic high beams and a heat-reducing infrared reflective windshield. The Giulia T comes with everything the Giulia model has, plus 18-inch alloy wheels, the front and rear parking sensors. The 8.8-inch display navigation is an option, satellite radio and the aforementioned cold weather package. Adaptive xenon headlights are a standalone option. The T-Sport adds 19-inch alloy wheels, sport front seats, a worthwhile upgrade, and everything from the sport trim and sport interior package mentioned above. The T-Lusso trim is more luxury-oriented and has different 18-inch wheels, comfort-oriented front seats, upgraded leather interior trim, an upgraded steering wheel and an interior air quality system. If you just wanted a leather interior, it's available as a leather package. The T-Sport Performance package provides an additional step toward quadrifoglio performance on the T-Sport trim with adaptive suspension dampers and a mechanical limited-slip rear differential. And if you'd prefer just the performance package items without the sport trim's aesthetics and interior bits, Alfa Romeo offers T-Performance package, which also includes the column-mounted paddle shifters. The Harman Kardon premium audio system is an option as well. The Giulia Quadrifoglio is the star of this show with its 505 horsepower V6 engine. It comes mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission and features fuel-saving cylinder deactivation. Sadly, the 6-speed manual transmission available in Europe isn't available in the U.S. market models at this time. The Quadrifoglio's list of standard equipment is lengthy, which is good news for buyers. There's a high-performance Brembo brake system and a torque-vectoring rear differential that can transfer 100% of available power to either rear wheel. A two-mode exhaust with bypass valves offers varying levels of engine music depending on your mood, and a carbon fiber active front splitter adjusts for more aerodynamic downforce at speeds above 75 miles per hour. An adaptive suspension and 19-inch wheels with super sticky Pirelli P0 Corsa tires round out the big hardware items. Looking over the Quadrifoglio, you'll be able to pick out the aggressive model-specific details such as the front fascia, grille, carbon trunk spoiler, Bixenon adaptive headlights, and rear diffuser with quad exhaust tips. But beneath the painted surfaces hides a light-weight hood and roof made of carbon fiber. Moving inside, you'll find carbon fiber trim, additional drive modes, and almost all of the features that are optional on the less expensive Giulias. A few options are available at the Quadrifoglio level. They include the Driver Assistance Dynamic Plus package mentioned earlier, leather and simulated suede ultra-high performance Sparco carbon fiber racing seats, driver and front passenger seats with two-way and four-way power adjustments, respectively, and no heat, a carbon fiber tailed steering wheel and an ultra-high performance Brembo carbon ceramic brake system. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically comes in multiple versions that are fundamentally similar. The S in this review are based on our first drive of the 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia Turbo 2.0 liters inline-4, 8-speed automatic, RWD, and 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio Turbo 2.9 liters V6, 8-speed automatic, RWD. Driving. Alfa Romeo makes some bold performance statements about the Giulia. And from what we've experienced so far, the statements are accurate. All high-performance Quadrifoglio models boast strong engines for their respective segments and deliver a driving experience to be relished. Acceleration. The base Giulia's Turbo 2.0-liter engine feels responsive and generates ample torque from low RPM. The Quadrifoglio's smoother of VIN Turbo 2.9-liter V6 packs a beastly 505 horsepower punch. Alfa says it's good for a sprint to 60 miles per hour in 3.8 seconds, which seems realistic based on our seat-off-the-pants feel. Braking. The Quadrifoglio's brakes are hugely powerful yet easy to modulate in casual driving. They have a natural feel, too, which is impressive because the system operates electronically instead of being mechanically connected like most systems. Steering. Although the roads were wet and slippery during our evaluation drive, the Giulia's steering didn't feel lacking in feedback or response. Turn-in is incredible due to an ultra-quick steering ratio, and it accomplishes this without feeling darty. Handling. Wet roads meant grip limits were reached much sooner than we'd have liked. But besides the generous torque from both Giulia's turbo engines making the rear tires want to spin freely, the Giulia didn't exhibit any bad habits. A near-perfect balance of weight front to rear likely helps. Drivability. The 8-speed automatic shifts quickly and reacts without delay when using the column-mounted paddles. In dynamic or race mode, upshifts and downshifts are tuned to deliver more kick, which elevates the drama to a degree. Comfort. Even at the base model level, it's clear the Giulia's focus is delivering a sporty drive. The ride skews firm, and there's an average amount of road noise that sneaks into the cabin. The base model's seats lack cushioning and adjustability, but the sports seats fit like a tailored leather glove. Seat comfort. The base Giulia seats have short and flat seat cushions and lack adjustability. Lateral seat bolsters have above-average support, but that's about it. The optional sport seats fix everything wrong in the base seats, with loads of support and adjustability. But they still lack ventilation. Ride comfort. The ride quality with the adaptive suspension in the Quadrifoglio is on the firm side but offers a decent amount of comfort. The ride in the standard base Giulia is not exactly plush either, but it strikes a pretty good balance between sport and comfort. Noise and vibration. There's an average amount of road noise, which was slightly exacerbated due to wet roads. Wind noise, however, is pretty well isolated. No interior panel squeaks or rattles were detected, either. Climate control. Dual-zone climate control is standard, and operation is straightforward. There's a good amount of cooling capacity, though the fans don't flow air as much as some rival systems. The heated steering wheel is effective and warms up quickly. The seats offer 3 levels of heat as well. Interior. Your interior experience will vary depending on trim level. The type of seats make the biggest difference when it comes to driving position or getting in and out. The rear seat to be tight on legroom, and the controls lack the quality we expect in this class. Ease of use. The rotoridial infotainment system is simple and similar to others in the market, though it doesn't have a touchpad surface like in an Audi or BMW. All other controls are nicely within reach, and the column shift paddles are simply magnificent. Getting in, jetting out. The front doors open wide, and the seats are an accessible height. You'll most likely end up sitting on the aggressive outer lateral thigh bolster first, no matter how you enter the car. Rear entry is more challenging due to tighter leg space and a sloping roofline. Driving position. In the base Giulia, the bottom seat cushion is short and flat and doesn't offer much tilt. The available sport seats, however, offer more cushioning, tons of support and extra adjustability. A manual tilt and telescoping steering column is standard. Roominess. Lots of space up front, but the rear seat is a bit cozy. The footroom underneath the front seats is tight, and the center drive tunnel is wide, which eats up a lot of the middle seat's lower real estate. It'd be a squeeze for 3 adults, even if headroom doesn't seem to be an issue. Visibility. Visibility out front is good, with the nose of the Giulia falling away quick for an open view of the road. Side view mirrors at the front roof pillar intersections create the typical blind spots. Rear headrests are short and unobtrusive, and the rear roof pillars are thick. Quality. The air vents, gear selector and rotary infotainment controls look and feel less substantial than those of class competitors. The nav screen integration is pretty sleek, and higher trim leather-wrapped surfaces, carbon trim and carbon steering wheel all look of very high quality and price appropriate. Utility. Utility isn't a strong suit of the Giulia, with the exception of the base and T-trim split-folding rear seats and easy-access car seat anchors. All trims. Small item storage within the cabin is limited, and trunk space is unimpressive. Small item storage. As in other European sport sedans, there isn't a lot of small item storage options. You find a couple cup holders forward of the shifter and a modestly sized bin underneath the center armrest. The door pockets are small and barely fit a small water bottle. Glove box space is also limited. Cargo space. The standard Giulia features 402/040 split folding rear seats, which are quite useful. The quadrifoglio seats do not fold down. Trunk volume specs aren't published, but based on appearances, the opening is shallow and narrow, and both the opening and the space are on the smaller side for the class. Child safety seat accommodation. Latch anchors are located on the two outboard rear seats behind easy-to-access plastic flip doors, and there are also 3 easy-access top tethers as well, so you can either fit 2 seats in the outboard positions or 1 in the center. Technology. Integration of the wide 8.8-inch touchscreen is very well done, and the controls, although slightly cheap-feeling, operate intuitively. We didn't have any complaints regarding the base car stereo system, but the optional Harman Kardon system produces some fantastic sound. Audio and navigation. Though the standard audio system is perfectly sufficient, the optional Harman Kardon audio delivers clear, crisp, rich sound without any distortion when the volume is cranked way up. The navigation system is displayed on a sleek-looking 8.8-inch screen and works well. Smartphone integration. Bluetooth is standard across all models, as are 3 USB ports, one of which is charged only. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are now offered in a standalone option, which is a boon for connectivity.